Okay, let's see. I need to do this and then do this. Okay. For some reason, this game does not really play nice with borderless gaming. I'm not really sure why. But let's start this over. Not start this over. Continue. Where we left off last time. And we need to make some cures. We haven't made any cures yet. Yeah, so diseases are a thing in this game. Oh, yeah, it does this constantly too, which I don't really understand why it does that. I might, maybe next time I play this, I might not have borderless gaming going on, because I think that might be causing problems. But all right. So we got some people we have to talk to. You, who are you? Hey.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Yeah, it's you.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Well, I saw you taking drugs.
I know you're taking drugs, Corcoran. Why take such a risk?
I need it to endure the long shifts. We have no idea how long the epidemic will last. We can't let it win.
I mean, this is not sort of assuming responsibility for the problem. This is this is kind of like, you know, it's not my problem, but, you know, hey, it's a warning. But I mean, this feels like the best option. Although I'm worried that he'll end up threatening to report him or something, which I don't want to do. Just want to say, you know, hey, you should stop. It's not really my business. But
it's only a matter of time before other people discover it. And it could cost you your job.
Usually I am a very cautious man, Dr. Reed. But I am not afraid to lose my position. I just want to continue to help as much as I can.
Feels like we should have gone with it's not a permanent solution. Because it's like, you know, hey, you might feel like the drugs are helping you get through it, but I don't. It's not a good decision.
Dr. Tippett.
You should stop taking drugs. Okay, well that was that clear done. I don't think we got any experience for that, but still. Okay, and we have a. Hey, where's our smuggler friend? He's normally. I don't think he goes inside. I think he hangs out outside. Do we have anything to talk to her about? Hey.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Look at me. I'm talking to you. Come on. Basic manners. Okay, we do have some stuff.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Alright, so we have stuff. Tippett's, like...
Why does Dr.
like
Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Tell me, nurse, did you know Dr. Tippett was addicted to medication?
I suspected this behavior for some time, but never dared to ask him about it. Until the day he confessed to me.
Why would he confess to you about his addiction, Nurse Brannigan?
Don't you know you doctors can't hide anything from a nurse? We're always there, even if you don't notice us.
Do you consider yourselves our confessors, Nurse Brannigan?
I wouldn't dare, Dr. Reed. But I'm intrigued. How did you discover Dr. Tippett's secret?
What can I say? I seem to have a knack for discovering secrets.
And for hiding them as well.
Do you approve of his addiction?
Of course I don't approve. But I understand he needs it to fight the exhaustion. Let's hope he'll stop injecting himself once the epidemic is over.
I mean,
And
it's
what
not
if he
really
doesn't?
how drugs
Then
work.
we'll have to convince him to stop. I believe he's still in control of his addiction for now, but we must remain vigilant.
Okay. It's fine, I guess. So we still have 2 hints with her. Yeah.
Goodbye, nurse.
Which I think
Call
I
me if
remember
you need
how to get, so we can do that. Well, we will do that in a bit. Spin around. We were looking for, oh yeah, there they are. Hey, let's start with you.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Oh yeah, I found your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut.
I do like
Not
money.
everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
I mean, if it weren't for the fact that I just want to complete all the dialogue trees, I feel like a lot of this stuff is really not my business. Doesn't matter what.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
So just more hints for that. I still don't know if I want to buy this stuff
Goodbye,
yet,
Milton.
because we haven't gone up to the office. Oh, she's gone. Where is she?
If Pembroke is still standing after this epidemic, there's good reason.
So many deaths. And what of my
It's,
own life?
How's the sound balance? Is the game a little loud? The game might be a little loud.
This would be so
I'm gonna turn the game down a bit. Which we're going to do like this. We'll turn it down like that. All right, let's try that. I mean, that looks a little bit better. All right, we'll try like that. Oh, what? Game, why do you do this? Oh, there we go. Okay.
I have wasted
All right, you.
too much.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins.
I just want to
Are
exhaust the
you
dialogue
aware
trees.
of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Fair enough.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
Don't join the God of Ruin, because then I'll have to kill you. you've achieved stuff, but she doesn't feel like she achieved anything. So I feel like that's not gonna do much. The patients need you. Don't leave. That's a bit. Patients need you.
But
Come
you're
on.
doing something important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
I wouldn't advise it.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Okay, we still have a hint that we need with her. Yeah, that's that hint. But this is done. Yeah, I've got everything there. Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Let's see. Did we have? No, so we have a quest with her. We haven't done that yet. Oh yeah, there's the people in the room, right?
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Hey.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you that rich?
Are you really that rich? Most of the
Dollar
patients
signs
here
in the
are
eyes.
of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
I don't really like your hat. The flowers are weird.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your
Man,
concern,
you can't be
Mrs.
doing
Goswick.
that.
Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Yeah, calm down. Your son wished to die.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Okay, and now, camera, okay.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
The other, well, okay, we'll do
How
it anyway.
So
That's
I'll
just,
let you get some rest then.
I'm alright.
Good evening, Miss.
I'm okay.
okay. That's because well, why is this still white? The only reason I did that choice was so that way this would go gray, so, you know, we could see that it was,
How painful.
So painful.
yeah, see, look, it's done. Oh, I guess back counts as an option, okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
You're in good hands.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Okay. First, just tell
Tell
me
me
about
about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Yeah, okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
A new citizen investigation is available. Press tab to open the stuff. Citizen investigations. Just quests. Alright, yeah. Did that one. Find out the spies. He's got fatigue, which we need the treatment for fatigue, which we don't have. And then we have this one. Go to the stuff and get the stuff. Okay, we'll do... Maybe we'll go to this one, actually. I don't think this is too hard. I think this one's a bit hard for us right now. If I remember. I think you have to go, and there's like a little like courtyardy area, and then there's like a guy standing in the courtyard that you have to like kill in order to get the bag of supplies. And I think he's a badass that we can't really handle right now.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Did we get any camera? Did we unlock any clue for her?
Good evening.
Hey, that's all the same. Okay, so we still have these 3 hands.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Mrs. Goswick.
Okay. Every time you stop talking to someone, I guess you gotta wait for the camera to zoom out a bit.
My sweet girl
I don't think...
reads me like a book. Never could keep anything from her.
Oh. Pembroke Hospital, 2nd of November. My dear children, sorry I did not write to you before, but it hurts like hell just to write these words on this bloody paper. Don't worry, Daddy will go out of the hospital as soon as the doctors fix his arm. In the meantime, if you need something, go see Mr. Chadwick at the construction site and tell him you are Harvey Fiddick's children. You remember Robert Chadwick? The big guy with a mustache who helped me repair the house doors last spring? Go see him and ask for a few bob, whatever that is. He won't refuse to spare you I'm guessing it's money, slang for money. I'm sorry I can't work anymore for now, but we'll figure out something as soon as I'm out. Don't worry, everything will be fine as soon as Daddy's arm is strong again. As soon as the doctors have fixed my arm, we have a new hit for them. You're clip into that pillow a bit there. Alright.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Hey, we got a thing for you.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
No, but you wrote a letter?
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give
so
up on my
aggressive.
children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may
We
ask?
already know what happened
She
to her.
died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Well, that's all those. So... And that's all that. So he's done. Is there something in
Tell me,
I'm just a...
I was mo-
I'm a...
in one of
I,
these?
Well,
I won't.
that
Are
we
you
can
in others?
Click on?
Tell.
Strict...
What do?
No. Okay. So that should be grayed out too, I think.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
So let's try to... Over here. Let's try to go do the quest for the woman who thinks she's a vampire despite not being one. Okay. It's across the street, it looks like. He's just talking to himself over there. I find something really creepy about these, like, little interior scenes. I think it's cool that they did this, because, you know, a lot of times games will just do this. You know, where it implies that there's something in there, but they don't actually have to render anything. I don't know, something about this, like, little scene I find horribly creepy. Okay. Let's kind of just explore this. Like, isn't this creepy? I don't know, maybe it's just me. I think it's like a changing room. Well, I guess there is a curtain here, so if someone was changing in there, they could close the curtain. But ooh, this is serious business here. Hey rats, we don't need you. We're good. Got some dudes over there. We can head up here. Some money. Always good. Oh. A safe. Oh. You just open that. Where are we going? there anyone in here? Nope. We're safe. It feels like there should be some loot in here. Alright, can we go up there? Okay, I thought that was like the end of the little trail. But no, we're still going. Okay, we can go over there. Oh, the trash can down there we can loot. Oh. What? Okay, so there's some of that stuff. That's good. Oh, hey there. Okay.
It's locked, all right.
Okay. Is that it? Are we gonna come across that door from the other side at some point later? Oh. I thought I was going for that space down there, but I ended up skipping it. Coming all the way up here. Man, this area is creepy. Those guys down there. Oof. Level 16. We are not tussling with them. Okay. Okay. I don't wanna fight level 16 people. That would not be fun. Ooh, trash can. Hey there. Maybe I should turn the mouse sensitivity down a bit. Just because, I mean, this is fine for when I'm playing, you know, on my own, but maybe for streaming it's a bit fast. Let me see if I can do that. Mouse sensitivity. Let's turn it down a bit. Okay, that's a little bit slower. A little bit better. Okay. So yeah. We're still kind of thinking it's over here somewhere. Oh. What is back here? Oh, there are 2 people in there. 6 and 7. A little bit tough, but not the end of the world. We can do that. Alright, so let me just do that real fast. Those are invincible barrels. Okay. I think we've seen that picture, that poster before. I just wanted to make sure it was one we've already seen, not, you know, not a new one. Okay. Okay. So they're in there. Alright, yeah, so level 7 guys gonna be a little bit tough. Hopefully I haven't gotten rusty since yesterday. And this is inside, so there's limited room for dodging. So I might die. Okay, how do I sneak? It's Bees walk. Okay. Hey there. Stun!
Die, vermin!
Ah. Whoa. I want to kill this guy first. Nope. That was the wrong. He's got a torch, which sucks, but he's also weaker, so. Whoa. Okay.
Fuck, it's fast!
Alright, we got this. I think there's a bit of rock, paper, scissors, so like the sword, so like normal melee attacks beat secondary attacks, and jumps I think beat everything. So it's not rock, paper, scissors. I think there's just a hierarchy. I think jumps always win. Like you saw it a bit last time, where like they will jump on you. I think those always win, and then swords beat the stakes, and stakes are the slowest, or any secondary attacks are the slowest. Although you might be able to shoot people who are jumping out of the air. There we go. That's what we need. 25th of October. From Guard of Prewin Command Post to East End Patrols. Object, vampire activity, hospital, survey, investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital, London East End. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Then report directly back to us, and we will decide what action should be taken. Alright, so at least about the people watching her, she was not delusional. There were actually people watching her. Can you see the hospital from the windows here? Is that the hospital? I think it is. Yeah, it is. I think so. Once we get to our office, I'm trying to get it into frame nicely. So that little ledge with the flickery light right there, that's like a quick way back just straight to your room, which is nice. So I guess kind of RP wise, it's nice to kill these guys before we unlock that room, because that way no one will see us. Although I think it has no gameplay effect anyway. No one will ever see you jump up there, but at least then, you know, kind of RP wise, it's you know, it's easier to convince yourself that no one will ever see you. Like, you can jump up there. That door, when you move, it auto forces the camera down like that, which is annoying. So like when I'm trying to constantly look up, the camera like kind of jitters and jangles around. Is that something I can change? I don't think that's something I can change. Oh well. Just gotta remember not to move the camera around too much when I'm running. Is there a shiny thing over here? Just that, okay. She's over there.
Damn.
Oh, it was you. Alright, we'll talk to him in a second.
It's here again.
There you are.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
I don't think the concept of the masquerade exists in this game, but we're gonna play like there is. such a concept, so we are going to protect it.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor.
She just likes him.
I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Wait, don't... I thought we had to report to her about the
Mistress of the Dark,
quest completion.
To your nocturnal activities.
Oh, we have to find the local command post of the Guard of Priwen. We're not done yet. I should have paid attention to the objectives.
I met him in New York.
Okay.
If only there were more of us. Less resignation and more determination.
Alright, let's go do that. Although I'm worried we might not be up to snuff, as it were. Alright, so I also know that there's a dude over there. Woo! No, 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 I'm good. Never mind. Never mind, go back to what you're doing. Sorry to bother you. You have a good day, sir. Oh, here's the shiny trash can that we saw from across the street. From there. Alright, let's head up to our room now. I think this is enough screwing around. We've got 1900 experience. That's probably enough to level up a couple times, hopefully. It might be 2 level ups if we're lucky. I think the next level might be 1000 for one of the main abilities, and then maybe 500 for a sub one. I'm not totally sure, but we'll say that's what it is. We'll also explore up here some more after we stop in. Wait, actually, yeah, saw. What was that? Oh. Patient, Thomas Elwood, male, age 28. Followed by Dr. Tippett. Status, convalescence. Date of admission, September 16th. Date of release, to be determined. Notes, the patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations of the cicatrized tissues show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades? Is that a clue? Yeah. Alright, got a clue for him. So actually, I said we were going to go into our room now, but let's go talk to him about that clue. Also, is there anything else? I can go up here. I think, isn't this locked? It's not even locked. It's just it's just a wall basically. It's not it's not an actual door. Okay. Anything else over here? Oh.
Not now.
Okay, sorry. Are you in the middle of something?
It's locked.
Okay, that is also not a door. Oh yeah, we're in England. It's the second floor, i.e. the third floor. For numbering systems, that makes sense. Okay. Felt like there might have been something in here. Okay, so let's. Where's Oh yeah, we gotta talk to other dude too. Okay, right. We talk to him, and then we can double back and talk to the guy. Hey, I haven't
Good
talked to
evening,
you yet.
Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained
you?
perfectly nice
Yeah, that's
and
what I thought.
polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
I like
Now
his
all I
accent.
need to do is rest and return to my flock.
You have a good accent, friend. His den.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Well, see, the thing is, she's delusional. He was actually... they call them skulls, I think.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Dooth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
I mean, you can't be a saint till you die, but...
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Okay.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
So is Swansea's cross special? It's not just all crosses?
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel... empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Oh yeah, there's another woman
Goodbye,
that we have
Mr.
to talk
Hampton.
to.
We'll
Forgot
talk
about that.
again later.
And then you're doing a thing. You're busy. Let's not be rude. Interrupt them. So I think there's someone else, actually, that we haven't talked to yet. No, that's... okay. Yeah, that's their room. Oh, they're done with their thing. Hey. Hey. Where'd we go?
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie?
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Surgery could help you. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to fail this clue. Surgery.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Ah, fuck. Damn it! Did not want to fail the clue, but we did.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Is that everything? Look at this. We're never gonna reach Max. This will forever haunt us. I mean, I wasn't planning on draining him anyway. Oh wow, you can really see his face is all disfigured in this view. It's harder to see that in the normal. It's like a zombie. This, like, I chose wrong, guys. Oh fuck, that feels bad. Feels real bad. Okay, I want to cure him. I think this is the hint we'll never get now. We'll never get this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Okay, where is...
The daily routine.
Oh, is this the,
I cannot enter.
Okay, I think this is the other person we haven't talked to yet. Here. Can I see out into that room, like, from over here? Yeah, in this part here. Okay, I think we can't talk to her yet. But I think we will be able to later. I remember we do eventually go in there and talk to them, but for now. Okay. Is that everything? There's a new poster over here. In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Inquire at the nearest appointments office.
Again. Feel my blood boil with the fever.
Okay, shh. I'm trying to read. Inquire at the nearest appointments office of the Ministry of Labour and National Service, or write to 15 Kingsway, London.
On every street corner.
Okay, so now, like I promised before, if I can figure out where I'm going, here we go. We're going to head into the room. That's locked. Real quick, just check in here. There's a box.
It's locked.
There's a locked box. Alright. Look at that!
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool. Get like a coffin in a big castle. We're gonna do that in The Sims. We're definitely gonna do that in The Sims once I figure that stuff out. Okay. Look at this plaque. Look at that. That's not like a little piece of paper they threw up last second. Like, Dr. Swansea knew we were coming. Like, this... He had to, like, commission that to be made. Here's all of our stuff. Here is the, pre-order. I did pre-order this game because I was so excited for it. This is the pre-order clothing, which will unlock now. Oh yeah, Dragonbane. I mean, can't get much cooler of a freaking sword name than that, right? That will be our main sword of slaying. Oh yeah, it's doing this again. For some reason, no. There we go. Okay, I actually, so this is the DLC clothes. Like, I like the clothes better, but I don't like the hat. I'm not a big fan of the hat. Like, I wish this was a bit customizable. Like, I wish I could wear these clothes. I think that's a spiffy, it's kind of hard to see, but I think that's a spiffy little jacket and suit and cool red tie and stuff. I like that. And the gloves are cool. I'm just really not a fan of the hat. So, we're gonna change back. And it might pop out again, like it does, whenever it's loading. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer the other coat and, you know, clothes and everything. But I like his look without the hat better. So we're going with this. Pick up this stuff. Can't get that. We'll grab this. It is a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire, to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or Ekon, as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee, I have seen a vampire move so quickly, it is almost as if he had vanished just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not teleportation or dematerialization. It is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is a cat-like attribute, which allows them to run, dodge, or jump longer and faster than us. I also noticed that such speed seems to exhaust them, that they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture the target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary wildly from one subject to another. Implant a false memory, erase a painful one, the possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly drinking every drop of blood they can see. They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. Famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. I thought that was going to be a longer sentence. This urge, this need for blood, may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, or even items in a room. Yeah, even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications it almost beggars belief. Alright. That was a long one, but we did it. Only a couple hiccups in there. This is
the flower's dying. It needs water.
This is the reference. What's the game called? Crap. The time travel one. I forget what it's called. Life is Strange. That's what it is. Okay, bed, trunk. Okay, I think we got everything. Alright. Okay, we want to make treatment for fatigue. Oh, we don't have enough stuff. Okay, well, we'll go buy that. Oh, we need to analyze this. We can make that. We want to upgrade this. You can upgrade your weapon to a new level with the required stuff. It does stuff. Okay, yeah, we know. Okay, I want to upgrade this. Make it do more damage. Or get a little bit of blood. It's 9 extra damage, which seems good. And we'll get blood. We'll get the option for blood here. We're gonna go damage. I think what we'll do is go damage, blood, damage, damage. I mean, stamina's really good, but we'll be buffing stamina anyway. So we'll do that. Oh wow, we almost have enough to get to level 3. You know what? I think I might head down and see if Milton has 2 common handle parts. And we just go straight up to level 3, because that's really good. Offhand, steak. Okay, so we need 1 handle part to get the steak. Now, I'm debating, so this steak you can see here is not a very good steak, because it's capped here at level 2. Whereas, most weapons go up to level 5 here. Oh yeah, the machete's crap too. Yeah, but all normal weapons go up to level 5. So we're gonna switch out our machete for this, and then we get a better steak. So we might.
Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation, but this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
No, first we're gonna buy some
I have
stuff.
so much time now.
Yeah. First we're gonna buy some stuff, because I want to just immediately get the... And... We're gonna... equip this? How do I equip stuff? Oh wait, it's probably... here. We're gonna equip this. Offhand, we're gonna... $160. Dang. That's good. Oh, but this does 10 stun damage. Okay, stun is like what I'm all about. So we're gonna go ahead and equip that. So now we can... Now we've got a... We've got a little, gun in our offhand if we want to switch away from the steak. Milton, I want to buy some stuff. From you. We need 2 common parts, right? There you are. Little romantic
Good evening,
rendezvous.
Milton. Good evening,
out
Doctor.
there.
Still trying to save lives?
No, actually.
I'd
I'm
like
trying
to see
kill-
your goods. Wise
kill people
choice,
better.
Dr. Reed. I really...
Don't want your gun. I want... Oh, you have 1. Well, we'll buy it anyway. We'll also buy that. So that way, as soon as we get... And we'll buy this too. So that way, as soon as we get... No, he's got a special shotgun. That does a lot of damage. Holy crap. Do I want to get this? It's expensive. I don't really want to... We can recycle... Okay, let's Get out of here.
Less resignation and more determination.
Oh yeah. I tried to move fast to dash, but I forgot. I can't. Let's head back up there. And break apart those other things. We might have enough for the cure for fatigue, which we'll then give immediately to, what's his face? Suicide guy? Mortimer? Is that his name? I'm bad with names. Okay. So we can take stuff apart here, yeah. Okay, we'll get stuff there. Just got various junk. Take the alcohol apart. There we go. We'll sell one of these watches. Actually. Wait. Do we have enough right now? Hold on. Do we have enough right now to just make the cure, or do I still need stuff? I wasn't paying attention to what I got. No, we still need quinine and sodium hypochlorite solution. Which I don't think they actually sell. Don't think they sell that. We will try to get some anyway. Because you never know. Could be wrong. It's happened before. It's rare, but it does happen. Let's see. We need to go out to Creepy Guy. I think he's the one that sells stuff. Hello. Being creepy?
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Please show, of course.
Yeah, they don't have it. Oh yeah, there's this! Okay, wait. You can't click on that, apparently. Okay, sell that. I kinda wanna sell this. Oh, well, that still won't put us at enough. So it's not worth it. Okay, we gotta keep all this stuff. Okay, thank you for your help. Okay, so now let's go rest. We'll level up, and then we can be off to take care of some of the other stuff. Oh yeah, we've read that poster already. Alright. Over there? Yeah. Oh. Didn't notice this. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor. Please forgive the austere decoration, but Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. Just a mere mortal, after all. I also gave orders to let you rest and for the staff to never enter your room. You will be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid that the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there is an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. What? I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Yours sincerely, Edgar Griffith Swansea. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I have discovered about you, Ekon, in the last few years. Feel free to read about it. We already have. If you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. Don't worry, Dr. Swansea, you're a cool guy. We're not going to harm you. We will not be draining Dr. Swansea. Unless he turns out to be some sort of horrible monster in a part of the game I haven't gotten to yet. Okay, so we have 2,000 experience. This costs a bunch to level up. Yeah, that's 1,300 to get, but it's really good. I want both of those. And those are just 300 each. So we might go for those. Oh, wait. That might also be good, but... Okay, so we definitely want more stamina. That's super important. How much is the next level of this? Can't even get it. We need to be level 8 for that. Okay. That's all locked. All of these, like, little... You know, the ones that seem kind of boring. These just... Oh, you heal a little bit better. You do a little bit more damage. These, I have found really useful, actually. Like, well, maybe it's not boring for me. Maybe everyone else is, like, watching this going, obviously it's useful. Like, what? How dumb are you? But... So do we want increased blood capacity for 300 and increased blood absorption when using bite in combat by 300? I mean, those are both really good. Extra blood. Cause that's 600 there. Still have 500 left. What's the next stamina? Okay. Alright, there we go. So we get some more blood. We have higher blood. We've got level 2 higher stamina, which is good. Stamina is like one of the most important things. We obviously don't have enough for that. We didn't have enough for that either. Well, actually we did have enough for this. We could have gotten this instead. But it's only 50 extra healing. I mean, we're gonna need this eventually. And then move down here. That's 13, that's 2,000. So that's 3,300 right here. Oh, and I want this. I like this. I like spring. Spring is actually really useful, I found. So we'll be getting spring eventually, too. How much is that? Oh, that's only 500. I could sacrifice one of these and get spring instead. How much extra is that? 5% extra? How do I cancel this? Wait, no, not that. This. How do I cancel this? Yeah, I want to cancel. Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. So, we know we want this. And this. And then we want better stamina twice. We want drain more. And then spring. There we go. Alright, I like that. That's good. Confirm. Confirm. Alright, we're a lot stronger now. Which is excellent.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals.
The masquerade.
But what about my thirst for blood?
Okay. Alright, it's on 4. Do I want it on 3 instead? No, actually. 4's good. Because that's right where my thumb sits on my mouse. So that's actually pretty good. So our heal's the same. Claws are the same. Now I've got the spring, which does, you know, basically negligible damage. But is, cool. Because it lets you jump in close. So next does double damage and then half you know, cooldown. And then you could go for AoE, like super damage. Or add stun to the lunge. I tend to like to just stack up on stun on everything. But that caps the damage at 50. Whereas this damage actually becomes really good. Like, I mean, that... But that's something to worry about later. And then we've got our cool increased damage sword. Got our used stake here and a gun. We're doing... looking good. Alright. I think that's all for today. It's good. Good bit of vampire playing going on. I'll have some more of this tomorrow probably. Again, unless Shadow's Kiss, you know, gets their servers sorted out, in which case, you know, then I won't. But I can just quit. Yeah, thank you for watching. As always, you can find all of my past videos, past streams are available on Twitch for up to 2 weeks, I think, and on YouTube forever. And also, I forgot to mention this last time, but I do have a Twitter in case you want to follow that for updates or whatever. I don't tweet that much, but, you know, occasionally have an update or something. Yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day or evening or whatever. Whenever you're watching this, I guess.